feel the statistics as
Recording is on.
my field is statistics, and what got me interested is because I love calculation. I have numerical skills, and you know that statistics is about doing calculation and it deals with numbers. I got motivated because of this attribute because I love calculation, and I like using numbers to describe what is happening in the environment. Thank you. Can you hear me?
No, ma'am, I can't
Yes,
hear
yes,
you.
I can hear you.
Please.
Thank you so much. Favor your next question, please.
Okay. The second question is, what inspired you to become who you are today? And according to you, what is your greatest achievement?
Okay, thank you. I would say that I got inspired from my mom because she's a businesswoman, and I've been assisting her in doing some little business in trading. So in the course of doing trading, you do calculation. So I was having that skills as a young girl. And the second person that inspired me is my husband, because, like I said, I started my career as a married woman. My husband worked with National Bureau of Statistics, and I've been trying to look at what they do in their office. So I got motivated because of these two people, my mom and my husband. So they were the one that inspired me. So I want to become a statistician. I got the inspiration from the skills of having calculation skills, and having a husband that works with National Bureau of Statistics. Now, those are the two people that inspired me.
Okay. And what are your greatest achievements?
Presently, like I said, I started from national diploma in statistics, and presently I have my PhD in statistics, which is something that is because it is something that I didn't even expect. When you are married and you are doing that kind of course, people felt you can't go a long way. But today I have my PhD in statistics, so it's my greatest achievement.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. My third question is, from our previous shows, we have learned that there are very few women in STEM careers. Is it the same in your sector as well?
Yes, it is
Please, ma'am,
December
can you hear
now,
me?
though it is now. I can hear you said in the previous show that we have a problem with women in STEM. Then I said yes, because in my field, even during my undergraduate, we are just three in my department. All my classmates were men, and we got intimidated because of the gender. But because I have passion for what I want to do, I don't give it a tech thing. I have to go for it. Then I don't look back. So it is becoming better now. Though before we have people have been intimidated by the gender, but now we are having more people doing the course. So I can say that it is becoming better day by day.
Okay, thank you. My fourth question is, when you were a student, did you feel any peer
Okay.
pressure, especially because you're a woman?
Yes, I felt some peer group pressure
Please, ma,
from
can you hear
from
me?
from from my mate. Yes, I can hear you. I said I felt some peer group pressure. Like I said, there was a particular course that I did. We were just it was just two female in that class. In a class of 40, when you are just two female, others were men. Even look at the population, you felt intimidated. You understand? But if you are determined and you are focused, you know what you want and you know what you're actually looking for. I don't see it as a prayer. So I still, maybe because I'm married, I don't have that fear in me. So I have something like that, but I was able to overcome it.
Um, I have in addition to that, what do you think that a lot of women or females do not venture into the field, thus perpetuating such sort of discrimination on basis of gender?
Okay. The only thing I can say is this, because what I have observed and what I've learned over the years is that most of our women, they are still looking at the fear of unknown. Let me put it that way. The fear of unknown. Though we know that mathematics and statistics are something that is we felt they are very hard to do, but when you start it and it's something that you find interested in when you are doing it, but because of the fear of unknown, most of our female felt they can't compete with the main counterpart. That is the only thing that I can say that it is really affecting our female. That is why we are being underrepresented in this field.
Okay, is Favor? Our girl seems to have a bit of connection problems. Um,
Okay.
the the next the next question would be can you tell us about how does statistics contribute? You seem to have a lot of it is you have sort of an applied interest in biomedical
Okay.
and environmental sciences. How does statistics now fit into contribute to those fields?
To those fields. Okay, thank you. Like you said, when we started the program, you also give some information about statistics, that statistics plays a very vital role in any field. It is a career that we need in every field and every research, in biomedical, in health, in environmental sciences. In statistics, we have several sub units, or some specialized area, like the health sector. We have the health sector, we have the sector, we have the economic sector, we have the environmental sector. In all these different sectors, statistics play a vital role. There is no field that you will not use statistics. In statistics, in any human science field, scientists play a very vital role, especially in environmental sciences and biomedical sciences. Like myself now, my PhD was supervised by a statistician and a medical doctor. I apply statistics to medicine. That means in statistics, we have what we call medical statistics. So being a statistician, I can work with an educationist, I can work with a chemist, I can work with a physicist, I can work with a veterinary doctor, I can work with many fields. That is the beauty of statistics. It plays a vital role in any field, especially life sciences. So that is why it is very easy for me to apply my statistics in all those areas. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Favor, you still with us? Uh
I don't think she's here.
oh, okay.
So I'd like to ask, how has technology changed the field of statistics?
I can't get that.
I'm sorry, how has technology changed? I mean, what changes has it brought into this field?
What can you please repeat that? It's
Okay,
not
Favor
that
is
clear.
back. Sorry.
Now she was asking how has technology affected statistics as a field?
Technology.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Uh, Fine. Like computer now, we can say technology can affect computer because you can something that you can use computer for. You can actually something that you need a computer literate for. You can use your system to do it. But for statistics, I still remain and I will still say it that it's still a field that computer cannot take the work of statistics. In fact, if robots can do some things, there are some things a statistician would do. You can't use computer to do it. Though fine, before there are some calculation, there are some models that we do that we use hand to do. Now we have statistical software that does that. Something that you want to do some model, some tools that you use for maybe say for 10, 15 days you are still on a particular problem. But now with writing your programming, your computer programming code, you can do it in less than a day or less than 2 hours. We have some statistical software like R package, we have Python, we have SPSS. Those are where technology has come in play. But this all these packages cannot be used in isolation. There should be a statistician at the back of the technology that is going to use it. So it is still a field or a career or a profession that no matter how technology implementation will be, it can't we can't we, you can't do away with the statistician. You still need a statistician that will work with those technology.
One would
Thank you.
say that actually, well, I agree with you. One would say that even though there's robots, robotics and machine learning and so forth, you actually need
Yes,
someone. You need
exactly.
someone to program those things to effort. Yes. So it
Exactly.
will not. Yeah, they will not exist without a statistician. You know.
It- exactly. You get my point. Thank you.
Um. Do we have
Hello, please, can
any?
you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Welcome back, Favor.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, my next question is, what advice would you give to young girls who wants to pursue a degree in mathematics or statistics in future?
Oh, good. Thank you. My advice for young girls that want to pursue statistics or mathematics as a career is to one thing is there is what we call self-belief equation. It is a philosophy term that you believe in oneself. One should believe in oneself no matter what stage you are. You believe that you can actually do it. You'll be determined. You stay focused. And finally, we should avoid men intimidation. I will stress that. Avoid men intimidation. Like I said, I've been in a class that we are just two female and we have like 40 or 50 male. I didn't get intimidated because I know what I want and I know what I am going for. So we should try and we should try and be focused, and that one and that being focused is when you believe in yourself that you can actually do it. If you have that belief, there is no cause, there is no any career that our girls cannot actually excel in. That is my advice for the young girls that want to pursue this career. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tarifa. Let me go ahead and ask the next question. Um, how does a typical day as an administrative coordinator of the University of Ibadan laboratory, look like?
Okay, thank you. Oh, fine. As an administrator of University of Ibadan Laboratory of Statistics Analysis, UILISA, it's a day always it's always a day filled with joy because when you are doing something that you love, something that make you happy, something that give you joy, even when the tax is plenty, when you have so many things to do, you always be happy because it is something that you want to do. Because this lab was when we started the lab, we started 2015, and I joined the lab as a PhD student. Then it's a volunteering effort. There is no pay, but I'm doing something that I love, something that I want to do. Because in that lab, we train students we train students, we have working consulting when somebody is having issue with his or her statistical problem in their project, maybe school project or any project. It could be a researcher, student and the likes. So they come to the lab, we are the lab like a doctor that see to people's statistical problem. So we solve people problem at the lab. So at that time, I was just a volunteer. So I was being trained for for the over years, like 5 years. So presently, as the administrator at the lab, we have intern students, IT students. We have IT from various universities in Nigeria that come to the lab. We train them. We have people that come for their personal research problems. And the lab has been a place where anytime I'm at the lab, I'm always happy. So it's though it's stressful, presently because of COVID-19, most of our programs is now online. We do most of our programs virtually, and I still enjoy my day as administrator of UIDSA. Thank you very much.
Wow. Great. Thank you for that. Thank you for explaining us that thorough explanation. So, has due to the current situation that we're living right now, I know you said that you have to take on like classes online, and but what else has COVID-19 affected in the statistical field or in your everyday job?
Mm-hmm. Fine, worldwide, COVID-19 has actually affected everybody. But there are some things I enjoyed because now we work from home. We call it work from the home. Though the only advantage is that working at home, you have some distraction. But I'll tell you, I've made a lot of 100% of myself because it is a time that I have for myself. I've done so many research during this period. There's nobody to distract me, no to say I want to do this, I want to do that. I have full concentration on my research work. I've contributed in so many papers, in so many books, chapters.
Yeah.
So I would say, though we are not seeing one on one, but virtually, I was able to achieve a lot because of COVID-19. Sitting at home, I've attended so many online courses because even if you want to go for some conferences in the US now, maybe there is no you're not even visa. Like I wanted to go for a conference February. I was not given visa, but I was able to attend that conference even in my sitting room. I've attended so many conferences, so many workshops, so many research programs. So those are the benefits of this. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, it's been a struggle for all of us. I can imagine. So, can you please tell us how do we make? I know mathematics is like really easy for kids nowadays, or they find it like really hard in school. So, how can we make it easier? From a school perspective, from a teacher perspective, or from a parent perspective, how can we make mathematics and an introduction to a statistic easier for kids?
Okay. Fine. To me, it is not something that is that difficult, but let me say the teachers, it is from he said from primary school teachers. We should make sure that maybe government should make sure that they employ mathematicians to take these classes because if somebody that just for instance somebody that study physics in the university is employed to take mathematics, the way he will take the course will be different from the way somebody that study mathematics education, because the teaching pedagogy for those in teaching line differs from somebody that just study mathematics. I don't know whether you are getting my point, because an educationist is different from somebody that is just a maybe somebody that just did that course. So that would really go a long way, and our parents should encourage the students. You like I told you that my mom is my inspiration because she's a trader. She involved me in so many calculations. You know, when you want to sell goods for the customer, she will ask me to calculate. Yeah, do this, that, something like that. You try to brainstorm these girls or these children right from the crèche. So that is only advice that I can talk about in that line.
Right.
And we should let them know that society mathematics is a difficult field. So maybe that one will assist them a lot.
Thank you for that input. So,
From what I hear, so you're saying that, for example, feels like, especially STEM should be in lower grades. Your primary school should be taught by people like yourself who are passionate about the subject, that actually also have experience as well in primary school, to like you're
Yes,
saying, to encourage the children and to let them take away the fear actually of 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 mathematics.
exactly,
Yeah, to see that
exactly, exactly.
it's not that difficult and anyone
Yes,
can do it.
yes, yes, exactly, exactly. You get my point. You
Uh,
get my point. Yes.
I don't know if anyone else has any further questions that they want to ask Dr. Sarifat. Um, Doctor, do you have any last comments that you'd like to say, so that we can wrap it up and let you
Okay.
continue?
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you again for having me on this talk show. What I will still say is that because we know that women and we are underrepresented in STEM careers, we need to be prepared. That one is a vital thing. We need to be prepared, and we should look for the opportunities, because there are so many opportunities for female in STEM. There are so many opportunities. We need to look for these opportunities. We need to avoid the fear of unknown. Like I said before, this fear is what is really affecting the female students, that they are fearing. It's not only that they are fearing their male counterpart, but the fear that they don't want to hear mathematics. They don't want to see, because they believe mathematics and statistics are almost the same. So that fear, we should try and avoid it. By that, we are going to excel. And that, like I said, we should also advise our students that they should be current. There are so many opportunities on STEM for girls, for female, for women. So we don't have information, we can apply for all these opportunities. So that is my thank you for having me. Thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Favor, our STEM girl.
Yeah.
So, yes, Favor, do you have anything any last words that you want to say,
No, no, no,
or any
no.
questions you want to ask Dr. Sarifat?
Okay, okay. I think I have something to say. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you the Age Network for giving me this opportunity to be here. At least for the few weeks that I've been here, I've learned some things. I've gained some things. At least my holiday wasn't wasted.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for coming, and everyone. My fellow co-hosts.
I really, really do appreciate it. Appreciate your assistance today, and that you came to talk to the girls, and you also know that we will be uploading this later on YouTube. But this is like a great contribution to H Network. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're
I,
welcome. You're
I've
welcome.
always been scared of mathematics since I was in 10th. I think since I was
That
born
is the
only.
fear of unknown.
So this really helped elevate my fears.
Thank you for you probably saved encourage someone, at least one girl out there, to actually
Oh, that's
pursue,
good. That's good.
you know. I have one thing that to say to the girls, to the
Yeah,
girls that came today, and
okay.
those that will be listening. As we heard from Dr. Serifat, what I gathered, what I took out of your question, you answering some of the questions, is that as girls, as women, as females, and we should not be intimidated by
Yes, we
any,
shouldn't be intimidated
by
by
anything that
anybody,
by
by the male
anybody.
counterpart. We shouldn't be intimidated.
Yes, absolutely. We should not be intimidated.
Sure,
And
sure, sure.
believe in our capabilities. Anything that you want to do, you can do. So
Exactly.
if,
Exactly.
like you, if you are a young Serifat somewhere in the world and wish to do mathematics, go right ahead. And you listening to this young girl, as a young girl out there, and you're listening to this and you're thinking, maybe
Mm.
I actually love mathematics and I want to pursue, I want to be like Dr. Serifat. The fact
Oh,
that you're actually listening is your step to success. So that's your first step, and you should follow your dreams. I say follow your dreams. If you love mathematics or anything in STEM, be it science, in any form of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and anything that is related to that,
yeah.
you are capable of doing anything. And
Yeah.
you reading, the fact that you're reading about it, you listening and you watching videos is your first step to success. And so to close up, so thank you to our guest speaker, Dr. Serifat. Guys, do not forget to follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. We are at STEM Goals Initiative. So we hope to see you again next time. Our next episode is on the 2nd of October. So please bring a friend.
Okay.
So, and let your fellow students or anyone else you know that they should join us next time. We'll have a different speaker and probably learn something else.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for coming.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.